Well, joining me today is someone who has been living the life, globetrotting across the world's 50 best bars. Yes, you heard me right. Well, let's welcome Ankit Poothia. So, Ankit, what made you decide to leave the corporate hustle bustle from the boardroom to embark on something as unexpected as a 50-bar journey?
Actually, I didn't walk away from stability. It's more of a natural pause. After leading global teams for Fortune 500 companies, I found myself at a transition point, and I thought, if not now, when? And I wanted to use this rare opportunity to kick off something deeply personal on my bucket list, something that will never fit in like a 2 week holiday.
So, when did this casual curiosity for bars become a mission?
I've been visiting world's best 50 bars since 2017 during work trips and often rushing from business meetings straight to cocktail bars so I don't miss the opportunity. And over the years, I started to joke with my colleagues and friends that one day I would like to visit them all in one round the world trip. And I think that over time, that joke became a promise to myself. And when this right opportunity opened up, it felt like the universe is saying, this is your chance. Just do it.
You've called bars living museums. So, how do these spaces actually reflect the soul of the city and its people?
Well, I see cocktail bars today what was fine dining maybe 2 decades ago, places where creativity, craftsmanship, and culture intersects. They are living museum of flavor, design, and telling the story of a city through its ingredients, rituals, and the people behind the counter. I think each drinks become a dialogue between local tradition and global innovation.
So, as you went bar hopping from London to Singapore and from Tokyo to Mexico, so what aspects really stood out for you?
That's actually fascinating. I've realized that diversity isn't geographic, it's human. Two bars in the same city can feel worlds apart. Still, each reflect its local DNA from, quiet precision of Tokyo to maybe the casual warmth in like Mexico City. What really defines the experience, in my opinion, is how local culture shapes the way people gather, share stories, and celebrate being human.
I think bars are very democratic spaces. So, what common threads did you observe during the course of your travels and while you visited these bars?
Few people have actually asked me why not do restaurants instead, and I said because bars can give me something that restaurants can really provide. Also, as a solo traveler, I can sit at a bar and end up in a conversation with a stranger from other side of the world, or maybe the bartender himself who is actually from a different country altogether, and share laughter, life lessons, and even stories that have nothing to do with the bar itself. And I think that's the beauty of the bars. They sort of dissolve hierarchy, ego, and even distance.
I'm sure there are many who are envious of what you're doing. Everyone sees the glamour, the good times that you're having. But what has been most, challenging, say physically and mentally about this journey?
Well, toughest part of the journey isn't selecting the cocktail out of the menu. It's actually executing this plan. There is constant flights, changes in the time zone, check-ins and check-outs, making sure you know when you have to leave for the airport, when is the check-in counter going to close. So it's kind of mentally and physically exhausting. But when you arrive at a bar and have a genuine conversation, it kind of reminds you why you are doing it, and then you want to keep on going and exploring and experiencing what many only aspire to.
Well, in some ways, it seems like a metaphorical business plan. So, how much did your corporate experience really help in the execution of this project?
I believe my corporate experience built the scaffolding of this. Years of managing global teams, complex transformation projects taught me how to plan, budget, and execute this with precision. My experience working with people around the world has given me the confidence to strike a conversation with anyone, anywhere. skills that have now sort of become the power for this journey. But for a change, I am the project, and the ROI is measured in perspectives and not profit.
You've also described this as an act of applied anthropology. So, what are you really hoping to decode, about, say, culture, about identity, and maybe about yourself as well?
Well, I call this project Applied Anthropology because it began as a curiosity about the bars, but has evolved into study of people. Behind every drink is a maker, is a culture, is a mindset, a reflection of what a city value and celebrates, or the people in those city really are looking for in terms of exploration. What moved me the most is everywhere, people are genuinely interested in my story. Complete strangers, from bartenders to travelers, have inspired me and encouraged me in ways I never imagined. It reminded me that real connection happens when you put yourself out there, and I just love this experience.
There are many professionals in the corporate world and in other sectors who actually, many times think of doing something different, maybe pursuing their calling. So, what would you tell somebody who's at the crossroads, between comfort and curiosity?
Look, I believe it's deeply personal for everyone, but if there is one thing I've learned is that curiosity and comfort really coexist. You don't have to travel the world for 60 days to discover yourself, but you should definitely push yourself to do things that scares you a little but excites you a lot. That's really where usually the growth hides.
So, if you were to create a drink that represents this journey, which one would that be?
Many people have asked me my favorite drink over this trip, which I'm yet to define. But as far as the legacy cocktail, I will say it will be old fashioned. I think it's simple, timeless, and honest. Just a few ingredients done with intent, and you don't need to hide behind complexity, and let just the craft speak for itself. In many ways, it mirrors this journey traveling solo around the world with a purpose. The old fashioned sort of represents that balance, structure with soul, tradition, and curiosity. Reinvention doesn't always mean starting over. Sometimes it's just rediscovering what's always out there.
Well, cheers, all the very best, and here's to many more such good times.